Hi, it's Thursday, June 5th, and I went to go see this Off-Broadway musical tonight with my friend Karen. It was called The Adding Machine, and it was about this guy who works, this man who's been working 25 years for this company, and then he gets fired. They let him go, they lay him off to replace him with a machine. And he ends up killing his boss and going to prison, and he's got this horrible wife and just a horrible life, and then he gets the death sentence and he dies. And then we follow him to the afterlife, and where he kind of gets this like second chance. But then it doesn't end nice, and he ends up finding out that he's just part of this cycle, like a machine, and it all goes back to machines. And it was really weird and a very dark story, but it was a musical, and so yeah, it was interesting. I saw it at this theater called the Minetta Theater, which is down in Greenwich Village, and just being in that theater tonight, it was really cool, because when I first moved here and I was in school, I went to see a play there. And I can't remember what it was called. I want to say it was called like the Secondary English Class. And it was starring Didi Khan. I just like saying her name, Didi Khan. She's that actress who played Frenchie in Grease. And she was on that like kids show on PBS about the train station. But yeah, she was in it. And I remember being really excited. I was like, that's Frenchie! Where's her wig? Yeah, she played this woman who was teaching a English class, like an all-night kind of English class for foreigners who needed to speak a certain minimum of English in order to stay or in order to keep a job or something. And how everything in her own life is kind of messy, and it all just kind of unravels in this evening she spends with these people, and breakthroughs and breakdowns, and it was a really interesting show. And I've never seen anything else at that theater but that show, and that was 10 years ago. So tonight I was in that same theater again, and it was kind of, it was a very full circle experience. It was, you know, it was kind of cool. And I got off work kind of early today. I got off work at like 2:30, and I just wandered around. I just wandered around Soho. I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have anyone to meet, and it was nice. I just went to different places and sat, and I really love this one place called the Silver Spurs Cafe, and I just sat there on the corner for a long time. Just kind of, I read, I played on my laptop, and it was just a really nice day. It was really nice to do that. This weekend, I'm going to my best friend's wedding. His name is Bob, and he's marrying his beautiful girlfriend, Hallie. They've been together for a long time, and this is a big deal. This is a big deal that this marriage is happening, and it's exciting. I've actually not been to very many weddings in my life. A few when I was younger, and then last year, my friend Jackie got married, and I went to her wedding. And it was all the way like in West Virginia, so it became like this big road trip thing with me and some of my friends. And of course the road trip and everything was fun, but just being there for the wedding, and it was such a short ceremony, and the party afterwards, it really became clear to me like how special it is to be there for someone's wedding, to be among the people, to witness this big decision that these two people have made. You know, I think a wedding is a day of choice, and it's beautiful to be a part of that, and I'm really excited to go. I am bummed because it's just going to be me. Nick's not going to be able to go, and we were going to drive up and everything. So at first I thought that meant that I wouldn't get to go, but I am just going to take the train. I'm going to take an Amtrak train, which is like a 2-hour ride, and I'm getting a hotel room, and I'll take cabs, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a nice experience. Famous last words. But no, I'm sure it'll be a fun little adventure. And it's just up one day and back the next day, so it'll be simple and easy. Yeah, I guess not that much else going on. My favorite musical, In the Heights, which I talked about in a video before, it's been nominated for 13 Tony Awards, and the Tonys are coming up, and I just can't wait. I'm so excited for this show. I feel like maybe now people will go see it, and I feel like I'm one of the people who knew about it first, you know? Like, I saw it last year when it was Off-Broadway in its very early stages, and I loved it then. I saw it 3 times, and now I've seen it twice on Broadway, and yeah, it's cool. The whole cast performed at Virgin Records today in Times Square and signed the CDs and stuff, and I totally forgot about that until it was too late. So I'm gonna have to buy that CD because I really liked it. Okay, I don't have really anything else to talk about. I just wanted to do an update. Really nice weather lately. I've been spending a lot of time outside, and yeah, lots to smile about. My last 2 videos have been really serious, you know, but I feel like it's just part of growing up, just part of, you know, maturing and taking steps forward. By the way, I'm not angry at my parents at all, you know what I mean? Like, life is too short. They are a part of my life. I was talking to my mom earlier today. She just got some news about her hip. All my life, my mom has had a bit of a limp, and I never really noticed it. I mean, I always knew about it, but I never thought much about it. And lately, it's been causing a lot of pain in her hip. When I went back to Texas, at the airport, she was walking in with a cane. Not because she has to have it, but because it relieves the pressure. And that was really hard to see. And anyway, I talked to her today, and she went to see a specialist, and they're recommending surgery, possibly hip replacement. Her hip is really bad. It's been bad her whole life, and now, you know, now they're talking about surgery. So I'm just thinking about her a lot right now. Things with my family they're good. They're good. And I think because of that trip and that talk, they can only be better because everything is clear. You know, we all know where we're coming from. So no more to say about that. Okay, that's enough for this video. My boy is on his way home, and yeah.